Round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs and the energy surrounding the 8 remaining hockey teams continues to build. Hello everyone, I'm Drew Goldfarb, and this is part 2 of our 2-part preview of the NHL Conference Semifinals. After a bonkers first round that saw every single division champion knocked out of the playoffs for a first round first in NHL history and even in the Big Four, Round 2 is shaping up to be a doozy. We've already broken down the matchups between the Blue Jackets and Bruins and the Stars and Blues. Today, we're breaking down the 2 series that begin on Friday. We'll start in the Western Conference, where the San Jose Sharks used a 4-goal power play in the third period of Game 7 to overcome a 3-0 deficit to the Vegas Golden Knights, eventually winning 5-4 in overtime. The Sharks had to win 3 straight games in order to win that series, as they had trailed last year's Western Conference champions 3-1 prior to Game 5. San Jose has a lot of offensive firepower, with 2 amazing offensive defensemen in Brent Burns and Erik Karlsson, as well as forwards like Logan Couture, Joe Thornton, and Joe Pavelski, who was injured on the play that led to the penalty call that led to the Sharks winning Game 7. Their biggest question mark might be in net, but Martin Jones got through the Golden Knights, and Vegas had been a thorn in his side since the team came into the league in 2017. The second wildcard team to clinch their spot in Round 2, the Colorado Avalanche took care of the top-seeded Calgary Flames in Round 1. Jared Bednar's Avs made it past the first round of the NHL playoffs for the first time since 2010. Back in 2010, the Avs were eliminated in the second round by the San Jose Sharks. Colorado has some seriously talented young forwards, as Nathan MacKinnon might be one of the NHL's most underrated players. In addition to MacKinnon, who put up 99 points during the regular season this year, the Avalanche also lean on Mikko Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog. Rantanen led Colorado with 9 points in Round 1, including 5 goals, while Landeskog had 4 points, 3 of them assists. The biggest question to ask here is, can San Jose slow down Colorado's 3 young stars? The Sharks shut down Vegas' potent line of Stone, Pacioretty, and Stastny in the final few games of their series, and I see them riding that momentum through Round 2. As for the betting lines, San Jose is favored to win this series, and I agree with that sentiment. The Avs are not a terrible value at plus 120, but it's not a big enough payout to warrant changing my mind. The Sharks stopped Vegas, and I believe they'll stop Colorado too. In the East, the final spot in Round 2 was secured Wednesday night in double overtime by the Carolina Hurricanes, who made it a perfect 4-for-4 in wildcard teams taking down the top seeds. It's the first time in NHL history that all division winners were eliminated in Round 1. Carolina had to win back-to-back games in Games 6 and 7 to advance, and they pulled it off. Jacob Slavin led the Canes with 9 points, all of them assists, and Peter Mrazek managed to allow just over 2.5 goals per 60 minutes played in net. 3 others to keep an eye on for this next series: Warren Foegele, Jordan Staal, and Dougie Hamilton, who each posted 6 points across 7 games. In Round 2, they'll be facing the New York Islanders, one of 2 teams to complete sweeps in the opening round. The Isles down the always dangerous Pittsburgh Penguins. New York trailed Pittsburgh for a grand total of just 4 minutes and 51 seconds in that series, and never trailed for even a single second by more than 1 goal. Jordan Eberle scored 4 goals and led New York with 6 points in the series, while Josh Bailey and Brock Nelson each lit the lamp 3 times. Matthew Barzal's 5 assists led the team there. And how about the goaltending play of Robin Lehner, going up against the likes of Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and others, and he allowed just 6 goals in the series, posting a save percentage of a whopping 95.6%. As for how this matchup looks from a betting perspective, the Islanders are slight favorites entering Game 1. Carolina has the momentum of back-to-back wins against the reigning Stanley Cup champions, while the Islanders are rested. Lehner has been outstanding in net, and the Islanders have played very well in front of him. Carolina's run has been amazing so far, and I love the energy that they bring. But in an unpredictable postseason, I'm betting on Mr. Consistent. Barry Trotz coached the Caps to a championship just 1 year ago, and with no disrespect to the 2018 Blue Jackets, Washington's run truly kicked into gear when they beat the Penguins in Round 2. Whether with New York, Washington, or Nashville beforehand, Barry Trotz always gets more out of a team than a normal man could, and that's why I'm picking the Islanders to win this series in Round 2. Who do you think makes it to the next round? How did you do betting on the first round or in your bracket challenge? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and head on over to gamblingsites.org for even more picks, tips, and betting guides. I'm Drew Goldfarb. See you next time.